watery glue going all over the place, or really thick glue making gloppy bumps or something. So, okay, so I'm putting this right up to the edge of that bottom pocket there. Okay, so see, here's where it opens, and you see this is where I cut the trim so that I still have my pocket open. Okay, all right, then I'm going to go ahead and put this rose on. Let's see, I was going to have the lace there. Was I going to have the lace under it or coming over it? I think I'm going to have the lace coming over the bottom of the rose. So I'm going to put the rose down next. And one of the things that I really like about this glue is it dries really fast. It doesn't dry so fast. Like, I think that there are some glues that dry so fast that you don't have time to make adjustments if you don't like the way that you've got it down. This one I can still make adjustments, but it dries pretty quickly, which is especially nice when you're on camera, but also because, you know, I'm not working on like one pocket like this for so long. And so when I finish gluing something down, I want to be able to go on to the next page. So it's important that that glue is already, you know, pretty dry before I change pages. And so I like this glue. It's also very permanent. So once you've got it down, you've got it down. So you kind of need to know that. Like glue stick stuff, you can, you know, probably pull up for quite a while afterwards if you want to. But this stuff, once you've got it down, and, you know, like maybe in a couple minutes from now, you're not going to get it back up. So I like that. And then also it doesn't, if I smooth it out, like, did you see I use these cosmetic pads, not pads, whatever they are, cosmetic wipes. I use them for smoothing this out, and I'm pushing down when I'm smoothing because I want to get, for one thing, I want to get the glue to go all the way to the edge, and if it comes out, I want to be able to wipe it up. But also I'm pressing down because I don't want to make it, I don't want it to become all bumpy like glue often does if you don't flatten it. Okay, then I think we did this, but we had a rose that was, no, this rose was on top of it, and this rose came under it. Okay, so this rose needs to be up here first. So we're going to do that. If I put that there, I won't see it. Okay, and you know, also if you have room on your page, you could have this rose sticking off a little bit, and I always think that looks cool. Or you could have it sticking up here a little bit. The only thing with having it stick up here is that then if you use this as a pocket, you're going to be hitting that and bending it. And the same thing for me, I'm going to be using this as a side pocket, so I don't want that there where I'm going to bend it. And when I want to move this down so that it comes over the top of this trim. Okay, so, and if it looks like I'm squeezing hard, I am. But like I said, that's because this glue is thick enough that it goes exactly where you want it to go. And I kind of rub it with the nozzle to flatten it somewhat before I even put it down. So like I'm touching the paper with the nozzle while I'm applying the glue. And that's so that it's kind of flattened already for me. One of the reasons why I use the cosmetic wipes for doing this is because they're stronger and they don't fall apart. When I first started doing this, I was using Kleenex, or, you know, facial tissue, and it was like pieces of it were stuck to the glue on there, and they were stuck to my fingers, and it was just really a mess. I tried paper towels. Those worked better, but they still didn't work well. And then I finally landed with these, and it was like, because I use these for my face, and I found that they worked really well for this. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. That's covering that rose a little bit more than I wanted to, but that's okay. It's going to be fun. I don't cover the whole thing, I'm just covering the edges. If it was really big, I would probably do some in the middle too, but it's not real big. So doing the edges is enough. I hope you guys have all been good. My hubby's off at work at Walmart. He usually is when I do these things. Because when he's home, I like to spend time with him. He is 78 years old, you guys, and he's working, I don't know, like, well, it's part-time, so it's not 40 hours, but sometimes it's over 30 hours a week. And he enjoys it. He's doing it because we need the money, not because he wants to, but he enjoys it. And hey, we get a discount at Walmart, which you better believe I'm making use of. Right? Okay, so I'm going to put this rose right here. I am going to let it hang off this edge a little bit because I know that we have a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra space in the page. See, that doesn't take up the whole space, so we have a little bit of extra space that it can stick out, and I'm not going to have the pocket on that side. So I can do that. And I'm going to have this go under the edge of the pocket slightly. Now the other thing is that you could use your distressing ink all around the edges of the pocket, but I don't really see much point in that because it's already brown. And because I have so much stuff on there, but I could imagine Gail using distressing ink there. Okay, now I want to go underneath this pocket, and I want that to stick off some, and I glued that edge, so I'm going to have to go over and wipe that part off because I'm not ready to put this in the book just yet. Okay, and then I've got baby wipes that I use for cleaning my table. And you don't want something that's got like aloe or something in it, because then that's all over your table and it's kind of gross. Aloe is wonderful for baby bottoms and hands. Oops, cleaning skin, but not so great for cleaning tables. Okay, so I just want to make sure that that's not wet before I put everything back down. I can actually use some of this coffee cheesecloth. It's not going to hurt it any. Okay, and then I want to put my... I want to make sure that didn't stick under there. Okay, I want to put my verses on. See how that just kind of... This is still looking disjointed, but when you add the verse here, it pulls it all together. Do you see how it does that? And it's going to be pulled all together even more when I put the reference here. Okay? And then the lace is going to act like a bridge between them too. So it just kind of helps to tie that all together. Just something little like that. And I think, I don't know what it is, because I'm not like, probably somebody who has like a degree in art or something could tell you, but I don't. My degree is in religious studies, so that has nothing to do with this. But it just seems like when you have words on things like this, it just, I don't know, it just helps your eyes to focus on one place or something. I don't know, it makes a difference. And I've noticed a lot of journal makers putting like even a single word on something, and you just see that and you go, wow, that made a difference when you put that on there. And not just because it was a different color or shape, it's like it's words. Okay. I don't want to put this too low because I've got the lace still. And I think what I'll do is I will stop when I'm done with this pocket, and I'll start a new video for the other pockets, and I'll also show you in the other video, I'll install this into the journal that I'm making for my friend. Okay, now the lace I think I'm actually going to sew on. I don't really like gluing lace very much. So let's... Ugh, everything's sticking to my hands because I've got glue in them. I'm just going to sew this across the bottom. We won't really lose... We'll lose a tiny bit of the pocket, the depth of the pocket that way, but not much. Okay, and I've got it hanging off the bottom. I'm going to sew across the top of the lace rather than the middle. Okay. All right. So that is our finished pocket. Isn't that pretty? Don't you like that? Okay, so you've got an opening here, you've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket here inside, and I think actually in the next video I'll also get my little machine and make a little thumb hole there. And then I'm going to have a pocket from this side, but I'll show installing this in the next video. Okay? I love you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.